6 strippers show up at a church. Sounds like the beginning of a good story, right? They're from the Foxhole North Club, which is already fun, okay? And they're topless. This is in Ohio, and they come in, everybody's out and about, right? And they're protesting. Why are they protesting? Because they're at the New Beginnings Ministry, and that ministry's leader, Dr. Patrick Johnson, his Johnson will be relevant to the story in a second. Okay, anyway, has been protesting in front of their strip club for the last 9 years. Oh, honey, man, I got to go protest at the strip club again. I mean, they're with their bobanis out, and they're just
doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's what he does. That's what he's here for. So he gets super upset that they came in front of his church. But wait, you've been going to their strip club for 9 years, right? So what are you upset for? Well, he says, I'm quoting Dr. Patrick Johnson here. What they did was an offense to God. It was an offense to public morality. And the legislature should act to criminalize what they did. Okay, you should criminalize their breasts. I am sick that women can legally bear their breasts to children and to married men against their will in Ohio. You've exposed me to your tits against my will. Okay, look, this is the Dr. Patrick Johnson's picture. And surprisingly, he is apparently a married man and is exposed to breast against his will.
Straight men don't wear seersucker.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not saying anything about his Johnson. I'm just saying, okay? So, I mean, look, the guy appears to be straight because he really doesn't want, he so doesn't want to see those tits, he's been going to see them for 9 years straight. So, I actually believe he is. Anyway, it's an awesome argument, but then he's calling for a piece of legislation that would also be so broad that it would ban breastfeeding. Okay, in public. I mean, in a cave or in the corner of your house in the darkness, maybe you could do it. But you can't do it because if a child or a married man sees your breast, head explosion. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously. He said, now here's an interesting twist in his argument. He also argued that women with exposed breasts were the reason that Ohio's gay pride parade was so popular.
Huh?
So wait. How are women's breasts turning men gay? I was thrown for a loop on this argument. Wasn't quite sure. Well, obviously there's so many gays in Ohio because of all those tits. What? Okay, but wait. Now let's be fair. Let's be fair to him. It turns out his argument's actually not that bad. Okay, he says.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know, right? The Gay Pride Parade in Columbus is 500,000 strong. Why? Because the women go topless.
Aha!
And then I was like, oh. Actually, maybe that does make sense. Okay. Now, but then that's kind of ironic because, well, who would show up for that? Either lesbians because they're interested in the breasts, but then they're lesbians anyway, so they'd go to a gay pride event. The men who show up are presumably gay and would not be interested in the breasts, right? But it's possible that a lot of straight spectators might show up to see what happens.
Spectacle.
Right. But I don't know if he knows this. Just because you show up for the breasts doesn't mean you automatically turn gay as soon as you hit the parade. It's not like, oh, I came for the tits and now, oh my God, look at that guy.
Methuselah.
And then they trick you. And they're like, oh no, what did I wind up with? Okay. Finally, he says about the parade, this is the only one where I've seen this level of nudity. San Francisco, Chicago, Washington, D.C., I've never seen the kind of public lewdness I've seen in Columbus, Ohio.
We got to get to Columbus.
That's exactly what I thought when I heard that. I was like, wait, man, maybe we should check this out. Columbus Pride event. All right, you go get them, guys and girls. Okay. Now, one, he's made me want to go to the gay parade in Columbus.
So bad.
Number two, this guy is like the biggest perv in America, right?
Yeah.
He's going to the strip club day in, day out. He's like, oh, this is the kind of lewdness I've never seen before. I got to go check it out again.
Yeah.
Right? I've seen lewdness in D.C. and New York and everywhere else. Believe me, I'm on a boob watch, okay? I've seen boobs all over the country.
This is always the way, too.
Right. So, seersucker or not.
He spends more time at a strip club than the biggest strip club than Mr. Butte, Mr. William McDaniel.
Who was upset that he didn't get his happy ending.
And I think so is Mr. Johnson. He's also upset.
Well, he's definitely got a lot of things pent up. Things have built up in his system, and he's very upset, and that's why he'd like to make sure to ban your breasts.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, to be fair, in Ohio, it is legal to be topless, which then, again, makes me want to visit Ohio. And in fact, I got a trip coming up to Ohio in December to Cleveland to see Johnny Football and King James.
Nice.
Okay. I might have to stop by Foxhole. Okay. And cross my fingers that there's a gay parade in town.